As far as our pets, I like to think about them as older people, or at least think about the parallels of older people. So you've got, we've got our people that are 80 to 100, and most of us have all dealt with, a grandma, grandpa, or something like that, and they all have issues. And sometimes it's mobility, sometimes it's vision. Sometimes it's mental health too. So, they can't remember things. And those are all things that also, our pets deal with. So I like to just put people in that mind frame for a few minutes. So, what are things we do at home for our older people? Well, some of them have wheelchairs, some of them have a walker, some of them have an assistant. We, worry about the floors for them. So we don't want them to fall and slip over. I say fall and slip over, but, step over something and trip. So those are all things we kind of have to think about for our dogs. Now, mind you, they're four-legged. They don't communicate necessarily as well. They do communicate, but sometimes we don't listen. But they don't communicate as well, and they can't tell us, hey, this is bothering me, or so I ask people to take a step back and look at your pet, really kind of see the changes that they're going through. A lot of people will say, oh yeah, when the FedEx driver comes, my dog flies to the door and slips and falls at the corner, and but they seem fine. And I think, well, they want to get to their endpoint and they want to see that FedEx driver, but they really should take into consideration that they just slipped and fell, several times getting there. And how can we help that? So sometimes it's really simple changes. One of my favorite are yoga mats, or runners in the house. So many of us have our slippery floors, and we don't think about them as slippery for our dogs because they're easier to clean and all that kind of stuff. But they're hard for dogs to maneuver. So wood floors, even tile, linoleum can be, pretty challenging. And sometimes just putting a yoga mat around the corner can save a lot of slips and falls. And, I will say, they get up, owners always tell me, oh, they're fine. And they do get up and they're tough and they're resilient, but they're probably not fine. And as that fall happens over and over, they're hurting. And so we need to, take advantage of that and say, how can we help them? So yoga mats are a big thing. Another thing, and runners, I say yoga mats because they're inexpensive and easy to put out. And I like yoga mats too. I'll tell you this because you can cut them. So a lot of times dogs even will slip in between, you have a runner here and here, and they need to have, something in between. You'll watch them, they'll look down. If you watch your dog, they'll look down and be like, I don't want to pass that area. So if you just go ahead and, make it simple, and you can, just cut a piece of yoga mat and hook those two runners up, that can make a big difference. And yoga mats stay in place. That's why I like yoga mats. So that's a good thing there. Another thing for our dogs is thinking about how they leap up and down off the sofa. So I love that dogs are with us, and everybody has their different rules at their house, but a lot of our dogs are sitting on the couch with us. But it's getting harder to get up on that couch and harder to get down from that couch. And so, there's simple things. You can get, ramps that help, steps, or, it matters their size, but you could aid them with it. You can help them get off and on. And part of that's training. You have to say, stay.
Are you looking for ways to keep your senior dog fit and active? Your older dog may not be able to accompany you on a 4-hour hike, but they can still stay fit and have fun. Learn how fitness exercises can help our aging dogs function confidently in daily life in this next video.